Hi, Ebonite fans. I'm Tommy Jones here, and we're going to do a full game with the new Puma. Puma is a lower mid ball. It's a remake from the classic Cat Series ball we had back in the day. One of my favorite balls when I first signed with Ebonite way back when. This ball is symmetric, gives you a lot of motion down lane, but you can use it when the lanes are starting to hook a little bit. You see, first shot, we start off with a strike here. Again, when we do these one game things, it's the first game that I've got to throw with this bowling ball. So, you guys are seeing it the first time, and this was me seeing it the first time. So, gold and copper is what we're going to call the colors there. I'm a little colorblind. The cover stock is the GB 10.7 Pearl. The cover is finished with 500, 1000, 1500 CIR. With then Crown Factory polish over top of it. But you can see the ball makes a really good motion down lane, continues through the pins. This is a fresh house shot that we're using it on. If I was going to bowl with it in competition, I would probably take it, knock a little bit more of the shine off of it. We don't typically use too much shine when we're bowling because we bowl in a lot more volume on tour than you do at your normal bowling center. But keeps the pins nice and low. It's able to get through there pretty well and continue on through there. Continue through the motion of the pins. Definitely pretty long. You can see it's kind of getting pretty far down the lane before it makes its move, but it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to have that symmetric ball when they get a little bit burnt up, and if I'm going to use it later in the blocks, be able to kind of get my hand around it and get it to keep going. Good shelf appeal. Logo's big, stands out quite a bit. You see it. You'll be able to see it on the shelf, which will be great for the pro shop people. See, I got this one in a little bit. Still got through there. Still picked up through the oil and managed to strike, which is always a good thing. We're looking forward to try to blend them out a little bit. Start with the front four here. Ball's really making a nice move through the pins. Kind of making me look better than I am at this point. Hadn't really bowled that much recently going into this. I'll get you the numbers. The RG is 2.525. The differential is 0.36, so it has a lower diff, but you can still see it. It doesn't have any problem hooking down lane. The thing I liked about it is it didn't flare quite as much as some of the other balls, but still continued to hook, which is something that we look for a lot on tour. It's a Pearl reactive. It's something that if you're looking for that Pearl ball to help you get through there, through the fronts, if you have a little bit of friction, bowl a late league, or looking for something in the third game of league, or if you're a tournament bowler and you want to get late in the blocks and things. This is not really one of my better shots here. I get this one pretty far to the right, but it still tries. A little bit of a half 10 there. A little bit different in the 12-13 if you were looking for a younger kid. I think that some people with some slower ball speeds will like this, or people with high reps. This will be a ball for them that they'll want to have in their bag. Definitely slower ball speed will like this ball because of its length and how symmetric and everything. It kind of gives you that motion that you're looking for. All right, so we got front 5, 9 spare. Just kind of cruising right along here. Nothing crazy going on. Just enjoying the Puma. Cat Series was one of my favorite groups of balls back in the early 2000s. With when I went on tour and used this one quite a bit. I actually had a signature Puma that was an overseas ball that I wanted to use so bad on tour they wouldn't let me use it. But one of my favorite balls of all time for sure. So I'm really happy to see that this is one of the balls that's coming back out. Like all of our the Ebonite products, the warranty is 2 years from the purchase date. Balls they don't typically crack very often, but you know, sometimes crazy things happen. Weather outside, different things happen. See, I'm just gonna curve at the spare here. Take a little stress off the body. It's a little easier to do that way. Front 5, 9 spare, still 268 left. Just kind of out there pacing. Thanks to our friends at the bowling center up here in Muskegon, letting us use the bowling center and get some games in and do some videos for you guys. Northway Lanes is the name of the bowling center. So I think this was a pretty good one here. Kind of fell off to the right, but definitely no problem managing to get the ball through him. So 268 left through 8th. Pretty good start to the first ball. And then reality sets in and make a pretty terrible shot here in the 9th. But other than that, all I can say is that I'm pretty excited to have another symmetric piece in my arsenal that I can use later in the blocks and not have too much problem getting it to continue. Always looking for that continuation. Lanes break down so fast on tour. The guys' rev rates are so much higher than the normal league shot. They just always hook. You see, I get this one to the right a little bit quick, and it shocks me how much it hooks off the friction, but it's pretty responsive and something we'll be looking forward to. Looking forward to using this one quite a bit on tour. Bowling the game on one lane. And you know, obviously rev rate's not quite as high as it used to be, but still have a little bit of rev rate. So obviously breaking them down a little bit, trying to throw them in the, you know, same shot or same place, standing in the same spot, not really moving around, and only bowling one lane. It's kind of the equivalent of bowling 2 games in your league. So probably should have moved there. I'm going to move 1 here in the 10th and see what happens here. See if we can't get a little bit better ball reaction than the previous shot. The last one surprised me when I got it to the right. So move 1 with our feet, leave our eyes the same, see what happens. Pretty good shot. Gets to the right, and then you know, start to break down. Just catches friction and gets off of it really hard. So the move would probably be a few more than that. Probably be paying attention a little bit more if it wasn't one lane, you know, because it'd be more shots. Do a little more blind moving on tour when you're bowling 4 in a pair than when, you know, you're just on a lane bowling by yourself. It's not really you're looking for it to stay there longer, but we realize that the balls these days and how strong they all kind of chew the oil up. So move a couple here, make the spare. We got 233 left for the first game. It's not terrible. Gonna move like 5 here on the fill, and like 5 and 2, 5 and 3 here to try to kind of get it through that spot, because now I've found out twice in the 9th, 3, 6, 10, and then 5 through the face in the 10th. Fortunate enough to make the spare, and we're gonna move quite a bit here and see what happens. Don't quite get it as far right as I wanted, so it kind of gets a little bit behind it here, but you can see it still was trying to make it through the oil and leave a little bit of a shaker 7, but 232 first game, we'll take it with front 5. Not the finish to the game we wanted, but you guys got to see the first game that I bowled with the Puma, so hopefully you guys will enjoy the video and check all the social media pages for Ebonite. Follow us, and if you got any more information that you're looking for, go to one of those pages or follow us on ebonite.com.